Hi everyone, it's Chrissie and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build. So in today's video we're actually going to be building in Evergreen Harbor, and it has been quite a while since I've done anything in Evergreen Harbor. Honestly, it's not one of my favorite worlds, if I'm being completely honest. I don't necessarily really like the overall style of the world itself. It's just, I don't know, it's just not my style, I guess, if that makes sense. But I wanted to do something a little bit different, something that I haven't done in a while, and yeah, I ended up building this cute little modern eco home. Now, I actually started this build off with wanting it to be a completely different style, but I don't know exactly when I just decided to go with the whole modern idea. But I think it was around the time when I started working on the roofing and stuff, and when I put in the wraparound porch. That's kind of when I decided, you know what, it's probably going to end up being a completely different style. So originally I wanted this house to be a little bit more, I guess, traditional, if that makes sense. So kind of like the houses that are in this neighborhood. You know, before you enact those neighborhood action plans that kind of level up the neighborhood, if that makes sense. So that kind of basically those neighborhood action plans that change the look of the houses and the neighborhood itself, so that makes it a little bit more modern. So I was trying to go originally for one of those traditional houses that used to be in this area. They're a little bit more I guess, suburban almost. But they also kind of look like row houses because they're really tiny, really skinny from the front, but they're super long, if that makes sense. So that's kind of what I was going for originally. And then, you know, when I started the roofing, it changed and I ended up with a really modern house. So yeah, it didn't end up exactly how I pictured it, but I really like the way it turned out. I haven't built a house in this shape in quite a while. I've done a couple of A-frame houses and particularly cabins as well, but I haven't really done a A-frame modern build in quite a while. One with this overhang roof, and it's kind of almost giving me Scandinavian home vibes. I wasn't looking at any particular reference pictures or any particular building style. I was just kind of going with it and just seeing what happens. But yeah, it's kind of giving me a little bit of a Scandinavian house vibe. I don't know why. It might be the roof shape, but also it could potentially be the warm woods combined with the black accents that I ended up going for the color scheme on the exterior and the interior. That could very well be it as well. But yeah, anyway, I really like the way this house turned out, and I had a lot of fun building it as well. Like I said, I haven't done a house in this style or in this shape in quite a while, so yeah, it was a lot of fun just playing around with it, because recently most of my builds have been both very big builds, but also a lot more traditional. Apart from that really big modern mansion that I did a couple of weeks ago, most of my other builds recently have been either traditional suburban houses or, you know, cabins or cottages, stuff like that. So building something a little bit more contemporary was actually kind of fun, and I had a lot of fun with it. And also, it's kind of the perfect palette cleanser before we get into the madness that's going to be next week and the werewolf pack release, because yeah, that's going to be a lot. I'll talk about that in just a second, because I do have some things to say about that, but I want to finish talking about the build first before we get too far into this. But yeah, so this is, like I said, a really small house. Not small, but small-ish. I was trying to build something small, and it ended up being a 3-bedroom house, okay? So as usual, my builds end up being a lot bigger than I set out for them to be. But in any case, this is built on a 20 by 15 lot in Evergreen Harbor. It's built in the Conifer station area of Evergreen Harbor, and like I said, I did enact those NAP, neighborhood action plans. I can't remember what they're called, the specific ones that I enabled, but basically they're the ones that kind of modernize a neighborhood, clean it up, something like that. Something about modern initiative or green initiative, or you know, something like that. I just cheated it up, so I didn't even play to enact it, I just cheated it. But yeah, so I have those naps enabled. But yeah, so it's a 20 by 15 lot. It's a 3-bedroom, 1.5 bathroom house. So yeah, originally I was trying to put like a really big, not a big bathroom, but I was trying to put a like master bedroom with an ensuite upstairs, along with a bedroom and another bathroom, or like 2 bedrooms and another bathroom. But the way the floor plan ended up working out, especially with the balcony upstairs, I wanted the balcony to actually be accessible. So yeah, just the way the floor plan ended up turning out, and you know, the floor plan downstairs with the staircase and everything, I couldn't put in 2 full bathrooms. So there's a half bathroom downstairs, and then upstairs there's one kind of like shared family bathroom. So the main bedroom doesn't have an ensuite, but there is 3 bedrooms. So I mean, you could also expand the bathroom downstairs, you know, drag it out a little bit, not like towards the staircase but towards the back doors. You could probably like extend it by 2 tiles, and then that could be like a 3 by 2 bathroom as well, like the one upstairs, if you really wanted to. But just the way I did the floor plan and the staircase and, you know, all of that stuff, it didn't work the way I wanted it to. So yeah, we have a 3-bedroom, 1.5 bathroom house, which honestly, it's not too bad. That's kind of like realistic. You know, it's I've seen a lot of houses that have like 3 bedrooms and only 1 bathroom, and not even a half bathroom as well, so that just have like 1 bathroom. This one at least has a half bathroom downstairs, so there's a toilet and a sink, so you should be okay. Because yeah, originally I thought when I was furnishing this, I pictured, you know, I furnished it basically for around 4 Sims. So there's a master bedroom, obviously, for like a pair of parents, or like a single parent, or whoever you want to have living there. There's a like I said, main bedroom. Then there's a kid's room that has a bunk bed in it that I figured would be for a child sim, because I did put a toy chest and like a stuffed animal, stuff like that in there. And then there's the other bedroom that actually connects to the balcony. So yeah, it's not the master bedroom that connects to the balcony, because yeah, it's actually a little bit smaller than the master bedroom. So the teenager's room is what I pictured in my head when I was furnishing it. But yeah, so there's a teenager's room that actually has access to the balcony upstairs. And yeah, that's just kind of like the way the floor plan turned out. I wanted the balcony to be accessible, and I was hoping to do it in a way that, you know, it was accessible from like either the master bedroom or like the hallway or something like that. But it didn't work out that way, the way, you know, floor plan, all of that stuff. It just didn't end up happening. So whatever teenager lives in this house has their own balcony that I ended up putting a like sectional sofa up on, and just a like art easel. So yeah, I tried to keep this house as well, I should mention. I tried to keep this house fairly like neutral, if that makes sense. So neutral, and not put too much personality into it, apart from, you know, furnishing the bedrooms to fit with the overall style and the overall color scheme. So even the bedrooms for like the kids and stuff, I didn't really personalize them too much. I just kept with the overall color scheme of the house, you know, the overall wood tones. I kept, you know, I used a lot of like green accents throughout the house. So I did that same in the kids' rooms as well. So they're very like generic almost. So you could move any Sims into this and just change up, you know, maybe the color schemes or some of the decorations or whatever. And yeah, it would work perfectly for your Sims. Now, you don't have to obviously move into this house with kids. You could, you know, obviously, like I said, renovate one of the bedrooms. You could have this be for roommates as well. I think it could make a really cool like roommate's house. That's one of the other things I was thinking about when I was furnishing it. I, you know, considered turning it into a roommate's house, but I kind of wanted to build a family home, so I didn't end up going for that idea. But yeah, you could turn maybe like the big bedroom that has access to the balcony, you could turn that into a roommate's house. Even the way, not roommate's house, a roommate's bedroom, I mean, even the way it's furnished right now could easily be for like a young adult sim or an adult sim. I mean, there is a double bed in there. It's pushed up against the wall, so your Sims will have to scoot over to the other side if they want to like sleep on the side that's in like next to the wall, if that makes sense. But yeah, it's pushed up against the wall. I can't speak. But yeah, so it could be for a roommate, and then you could turn the kids' bedroom into maybe like an office or a crafts room or something like that. I briefly considered making the bedroom that has access to the balcony. I considered turning that into like, I don't know, like a crafting, you know, candle making type room, you know, using a lot of stuff from Eco Lifestyle. But I didn't like the way that was turning out. I didn't like the way I would have had to like lay out the room. So I just, you know, scrapped it, turned it into a bedroom, called it a day. But yeah, so that's upstairs. Downstairs we have like a really big open plan living area. So we have the living room that you walk into. You have like a really, really big kitchen, a nice big dining room, and then obviously the half bathroom. And then outside in the backyard, you don't really have like a super big backyard because it's a 20 by 15 lot. But there is a grill, there's some seating, there's a little table. I actually ended up using the table from the the like little, what's the name of the kit? The little campers kit. I actually ended up using that table because it kind of looks handmade, which I really like the idea in this build of using a couple of furniture items that looked a little bit more like handmade and kind of like they were recycled and repurposed. So the couch that I ended up using outside is one of the Eco Lifestyle couches that definitely look like, you know, it's either been made by, you know, your sim, or it's something that they repurposed. Same with the coffee table I ended up using outside, and, you know, a couple of other items throughout the house as well. I really wanted it to have that almost like, yeah, like repurposed feel, along with obviously, you know, all of the like modern newer items as well. So yeah, that's something that I really enjoyed playing around with, and just playing around with this style in general. But yeah, that's outside. They also have a couple of planters outside. I should mention that I did put a couple of planter boxes outside. I actually used the hydroponic planters that came with Eco Lifestyle that you actually have to craft. I think, yeah, you have to craft them. You can't find them in just like the regular build menu. They're actually in debug. But yeah, the hydroponic planters I used outside. I also put in one of those like bug houses that came with Eco Lifestyle, so you can, you know, use that gameplay as well if you wanted to. But yeah, that's basically the house, if I'm being completely honest. I didn't really do, like I said, I didn't personalize it too much. I didn't add too much like thought into, you know, the kind of sims that would live here, or like the activities that they would do, or anything like that. I just wanted to build a house that, you know, fit with this overall style and the overall colors and all of that stuff that I was thinking of. And, you know, then you can go in and change up, you know, whatever you need to change up to have it fit with, you know, your sims. But yeah, so that's everything about the house. It is up on the gallery if you want to download it. It's up on the gallery under my hashtag ChrissieYT, or you can search for like my gallery ID, which is ChrissieYT as well. I will also have a link below to the gallery website, a download link if you want to grab it that way. But yeah, it ended up costing about 95-ish thousand simoleons. So it's not like really, it's not incredibly expensive, especially when you think like it's like a 3-bedroom family house, but also it's not cheap at all. So yeah, that's just something to keep in mind. And I didn't pack restrict it either, so yeah, another thing to keep in mind. But yeah, so that's basically everything about the build. Now we can finally talk about the new pack that's coming out next week. And yeah, so this is going to be the last build that you will see before I get my hands on the new pack. So I will actually be getting the pack on Tuesday, because I do have early access because I'm part of the EA Creator Network. So yeah, I will get the pack on Tuesday, and then on Wednesday is when our embargo lifts. So on Wednesday we can start posting, you know, content with the new pack. So that will be at 11 a.m. Pacific time. So that's like 2 p.m. Eastern and like 8 p.m. CET, I think. Yeah, it's like 8 p.m. CET. I will have all of like the correct like time zones and stuff in the description in case you guys want to like set a reminder or anything like that. But yeah, so I will start posting content with the new game pack on Wednesday. And yeah, I'm really excited about that. I have so many ideas running around in my head. You guys have no idea. But I actually did a really important poll over on on Twitter, but also on the community tab that I will leave linked down below, because I want to know which videos you guys want to see first, because I'm planning on doing double uploads on both Wednesday and Thursday, because obviously Wednesday is when the embargo lifts, and then Thursday is when the pack actually comes out for like everyone. So I want to do double uploads on those 2 days, and I'm kind of curious about which like videos you want to see first, because I've decided that I'm going to be doing 3 separate overview videos. I'm going to be doing a world overview, a build buy overview, and a creator sim overview. And then I also really want to do a speed build as one of my first videos, because that's always what I do when I get a new pack. I always end up, you know, jumping straight into build mode, building something. You know, actually, I like seeing the build buy items in action. I like seeing, you know, what I can do with them, how, you know, what different ways I can use them, stuff like that, rather than just, you know, doing a build buy overview, for example, because I know a lot of you guys actually prefer that way as well, just like seeing the items in a build, seeing them in action. But for this one, because we haven't really gotten a look at the build buy, they didn't really show off build buy in the live stream that the Sims team did. So I really wanted to do like a complete build buy overview, go through all of the items, debug, all of that stuff. But yeah, so because I want to do like the 3 overviews and a speed build, you know, on like those 2 days, spread out over those first 2 days, I wanted to know which videos you guys wanted to see first. So on Wednesday, I will either post a build buy overview and the world overview, or I can post the world overview and a speed build on Wednesday. And then obviously, you know, the creator sim video, the creator sim overview, and then whichever other one, you know, you guys don't vote for, is the 2 videos that will be going up on Thursday. And then I kind of already have like the rest of the week planned out as well. So yeah, definitely go ahead and check out that poll. I will, like I said, leave it down below in the description. I'll also leave it linked in the pinned comment at the top of the comment section. So yeah, definitely go ahead, vote in that poll. Let me know what you guys think and which videos you want to see first. Also, if you have any video like ideas for stuff that you would like to see, so whether that's, you know, like builds, maybe a creator sim or 2. I really want to jump into creator sim with this pack and do some like creating of sims and storylines and all of that stuff. If there's something like that that you want to see, then definitely let me know in this in the comment section of this video, or even on the poll video. You know, leave a comment on the poll video, let me know your ideas and all of that stuff, because I love to hear them. And then also I want to say that I will be doing a like base game and Werewolves Game Pack only build. That will probably be my first build, if I'm being completely honest, because I want to see, you know, how the new build items work with just the base game. And I also want to do something that's a little bit more accessible for all of you guys who might not have all of the packs, because I know I tend to go really pack heavy in my builds because I don't really pay attention to what I'm using. I just, you know, grab whatever I feel works. You know, I don't really pay attention to like what pack they're from. So I really want to do at least one like pack restricted base game and werewolves only build. So that will probably be the first speed build that you'll see next week. But yeah, let me know any other ideas and stuff like that. And then also I really want to start working on my like save file stuff. So I know I'm still working on my first version of my save, and I'm still working on getting Willow Creek and Oasis Springs done. I will get to it eventually, but you know, whenever we get a new pack with a new world, I always want to jump straight into that world. And you know, especially with this one, when I have so many ideas for storylines for Sims, especially in my head, that I kind of like just want to do something with before I forget them. Because yeah, I have so many ideas. I really want to jump straight into like creating Sims and even builds for my save file. So a couple of the first builds that you'll probably see me do with the pack will probably be for my save. Not the restricted packs one, but you know, any other builds are probably going to be builds that I will use for my save file at some point. And yeah, then I really want to do some creator Sims. And I don't know if you guys want to see the creator Sims. Let me know down below if you want to see like creator Sim videos or anything like that, because I used to do quite a few creator sim videos here on the channel. If you guys are new and you've only joined in the past like maybe like 3 or so months, then you probably don't know that. Even in the past year, I've barely done creator sims. But I actually used to do quite a few creator sim videos on my channel. I actually used to create like every sim for my save file I used to do in a video, and I used to do townie makeovers and all of that stuff, and I've just stopped doing them because I've started focusing more on like builds and like speed builds and all of that stuff. But if seeing a creator sim with a new pack is something that you'd be interested in, then definitely let me know, because yeah, I'd love to share those with you guys, especially since my save file sims, any sim that I create for my save file, are all like custom content free. So I don't use any CC for my save file. So yeah, doing some CC free creator sims could be really, really fun, and especially if I can go like super into like storylines and stuff like that, because yeah, I have a lot of those floating around in my head at the moment for this pack. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about that, and like I said, like what videos you want to see, go vote in the poll, all of that stuff. And then also, I also did a Twitter thread over on, obviously, Twitter. I don't know where I was going with that sentence, but I did a thread over on Twitter, when the Sims team, I started it when the Sims team did their live stream, and I kind of like live tweeted the live stream and screenshotted, a bunch of information, stuff I noticed. I also ended up, retweeting a lot of the information that the sim gurus shared afterwards, Q&As that they did, all of that stuff. So there's a ton of information on that thread. I'll also leave the thread linked down below in case you want to go ahead and check it out, because like I said, there's around like probably around like 80 tweets at this point that all just has information like about gameplay, about the world, about the pack, all of that fun stuff. So definitely go ahead and check that out as well. But yeah, also, before I forget, I know I say also a lot apparently, but before I forget, I wanted to say a huge thank you to you guys for 5,500 subscribers. So yeah, we hit 5.5k sometime over the week. I don't exactly know when. I think it was like the 9th or something. But yeah, we hit 5.5k, and that is such a huge number, and I'm so grateful. So thank you guys all so much for watching my videos and subscribing to the channel and sticking around. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, give the video a like. If you're new to the channel and you'd like to see some more Sims content, feel free to hit the subscribe button, and remember to turn on the notification bell as well to be notified of whenever I upload a new video. But yeah, that's basically everything I had to say. Like I said, huge thank you to you guys for that amazing milestone, and I hope you're excited for the werewolf videos next week. But I hope you're all having a great day and a great week, and I'll talk to you all in my very next video. Bye everyone!